are excited to bring you Eric Tannenbaum, the top seed, against the defending champ, the #2 seed, Mark Perry. These two guys have gone toe-to-toe twice this year. They have split those two matches, Tim. So this should be exciting stuff. And I think, you know, Merrill, our longtime Iowa fan, was right in handicapping this match. We figure it to be close.
Well, Tannenbaum finally beat Mark Perry at the Big Tens, and he's become much better over the year. And the reason is he's become better on the mat. He's always been good on his feet, but it was a big win for him. But Perry, he's almost got everything now he came to Iowa to get. He came to get a national championship, and he got it last year at the expense of his nemesis, Johnny Hendricks. And now he's getting a team championship, and he'd like to get 2 individual championships. So here we go.
And there's 2. Perry able to put the boot in and gain control and the takedown. And to sum up this match, it's 2 4-time All-Americans going at each other.
Perry's got a crazy style, and he came out and he said, I'm going to get it on him right now. And this is a little different. He's had 10 days between the Big Tens. He was injured. He was actually injured in a match with Tannenbaum in the national duels. He didn't wrestle for like 5 weeks. Then he came back, wrestled in the Big Tens. He looked rusty. But what he and Tom Brands and company did in his last 10 days probably put a tank on his back physically and probably put a lot of confidence into him.
He had surgery to reattach the meniscus, the cartilage in the knee.
Got blood.
A little blood here for Mark Perry, looking for his 2nd straight NCAA title. The blood on Tannenbaum of Michigan. Quick takedown there by Mark Perry. Well, you look back to 165. This was the championship a year ago. You talked about Perry beating his nemesis, Johnny Hendricks.
And Perry there just doing a great job at last year's Nationals, turning the tide on Hendricks, denying him the national championship, and earning Perry his first.
And of course, there's a long history between Mark Perry and the program at Oklahoma State, Tim.
Well, first of all, with John Hendricks, he had lost 7 straight times. Second of all, he's the nephew of the head coach of Oklahoma State, John Smith, so it was especially sweet. Left Oklahoma to come to Iowa to wrestle for the biggest rival Oklahoma State has, and you know there's got to be stories behind that. We've talked about it a lot, but Grandpa's in the stands today, I know, rooting for his grandson, because one, he's not wrestling Oklahoma State.
That's true.
Leroy Smith Sr., very proud of his grandson, Mark Perry.
Working.
And this is where Perry thrives. He loves the legs in. He's up there tall. He's real comfortable, and he's constantly looking for a way to put you on your back.
Perry, by the way, has built up 1 minute and 20 seconds of riding time here in this opening period.
And actually, the tool of choice for Perry in this tournament thus far has been the inside cradle.
Perry being very aggressive, and I just had the sense at the Big Ten championships he was leery of his own conditioning, so he was backing off a little bit. That's not the case tonight. He's getting after it. He's putting every bit of effort into this match against Tannenbaum.
With legs in, it's really hard on the opponent on the bottom. You put tremendous pressure down on his back, forcing his head down. And a lot of times with good boots in, you can get the actual hips and legs off the ground where bottom man can hardly move.
Perry's been here before, been second, been the champion. Tannenbaum finally getting over the hump. 4-time All-American, never been to the finals, but very few 4-time All-American in anybody's history, and in Michigan's long history, he has accomplished that.
And there you see it. Both legs in there. It's hard. And the legs of Chiarella keep coming up off the mat. There's that much pressure. He doesn't look strong, but the leverage he creates is tremendous.
Yeah, you mean Tannenbaum, because Chiarella is one of the great ones too. But
thinking of the coach in the corner.
Working.
really getting worked over.
Here.
And
Green.
there's
Go. Lead
warning.
action. Him and you.
That's kind of hard to believe. Tannenbaum is stuck down there with those legs in. It's hard to believe.
Double stall.
Oh, double stall. There you go. There was a double stall. Double stall.
So they've both been warned. Perry, a dominant first period, the early takedown, and he's ridden him out the rest of the way. Eric Tannenbaum of the Michigan Wolverines epitomizes the term student athlete. And with more on that, let's get you to Quint Kessner.
Dave, he is the ultimate achiever. Talk about a kid who's got getting his degree in neuroscience. He's got a 3.8 GPA, takes classes in organic chemistry, biochemistry, and genetics. In the fall, he will attend Michigan's medical school. He wants to be an orthopedic surgeon, work for a pro sports team, and he also volunteers a lot of time with their community program, which is called From the Heart, where he visits kids in the hospital. It's amazing he has time to put all that stuff together.
So one day he'll be repairing that meniscus tendon in a knee for some other wrestler perhaps in the NCAA.
Well, Eric Tannenbaum wants to go to his strength. He wants to get back to his feet. Even though Perry got the takedown in the first period, he cuts him right off the top here, makes the score 3-0 in favor of Perry.
Interesting, guys, when you see these guys up close like we are. Perry, taller, lankier. Tannenbaum, shorter, stockier.
The contrast in body types. That's why Perry likes the legs so much. That length gives him leverage.
Now, this is a good shot by Tannenbaum, but this is where it really gets funky with Perry.
They've each got a leg. And Perry screaming in pain.